All right, it's in the Houston air right now. This is Road to Pro part 6 or 7, I believe, but there's a lot of science in the air. I'm not really sure why that is. It might be because there are some optimal creators coming to town. Which ones they are, maybe you'll see later in the video. But for now, let's get into back workout. What we're gonna start with is lat pull downs. Now this is gonna be a lat pull down mechanical drop set where I'm gonna do heavy lat pull downs, like very heavy, arguably too heavy for myself, and then I'm gonna go straight into pull-ups with my head going between the bar, getting a little bit more of that frontal position, to the frontal plane. I like doing this. It's not something you have to do. I've just been doing it lately and I've really liked it. Do you think that I'm just overcomplicating my training? Maybe you're right, but I'm just having fun with it in a productive manner. This is not something you have to do. I like to keep my training fresh, interesting, you know, good for the soul, the workout soul, not the actual soul. Very different matter. Can't get these straps tightened properly. I'm gonna need my cameraman to help me out. Hopefully you can see. Next exercise we're gonna hit, trying to bias a little bit more of the upper lat, is this row variation that you see right here. Now, you don't need a lot of range of motion for this. You simply need to be able to get it through up to here. We're trying not to let the elbows pass behind the body too much because we don't want to put too much emphasis on the rear delt, which does have very good leverages in the sagittal plane. So we're trying to stop around the torso or so, pushing it really hard. It's really that simple. You don't need to overcomplicate your training. A frontal plane pull down, a sagittal plane pull, and you're gonna hit your lats really, really well. So we'll see how this goes. My least favorite thing about this row variation is getting set up for it. So the straps can be a little bit difficult to get around, but it really does help. If you're not using straps in your back movements, I don't know what to tell you at this point. You're just hindering your gains. But I know some people think that they need to do it for their forearms and stuff, but no. Just use the straps, get yourself a big back, big legs, etc. Like I said, getting strapped in here is a lot more annoying than most back movements. But once you do, you are locked. One more little bitty. All right, I think we're good. All right, let's do this. Ooh. 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 That'll do, donkey. And here is our first optimal science-based creator that's going to be featured in this video. Obviously the most important one, we have him first.
You already know I'm here. Road to pro. Road to pro.
How are things going? We're hitting lats right now. But Sky, you gotta see what Baxter's looking like right now. Show him a little something.
What do you got? I can't expose right now.
This dude's getting lean. This dude's gonna be leaner than me. You get your cardio done?
Yeah, just got it done.
Nice.
Last day. It's gonna be a boring day.
What are you? Three more weeks?
3.5.
3.5. 3.5. Then you'll get to see what Bax really has to offer.
We'll see.
And now we move on to our secondary emphasis for the day, which is the mid to upper back. Now, a lot of people will ask me, Joel, what do you do for your traps? Like, do you work on your traps? Do you do work specifically for your traps? Yes, rows. It's like, I know what they're really asking is, do you do shrugs? And no, I don't do straight up and down vertical shrugs, but I do shrugs within the context of my rows. And it's always the, oh, well, what do you do for the traps? What do you do for the traps? The traps are called traps for a reason. Trapezoid, they go up, well, a little bit up into a diagonal, they go across, and they also go down into a diagonal. So when you do rows, you are working the trap. And then you'll have people argue about whether it's levator scapula or the actual upper trap that's making things move, and they'll point to different EMG data, and then some people will point to other musculature studies, and like, I'm just like, okay, in the end, like my traps are growing very well from doing rows, just rows. And so I just keep it at that. I don't bother to do any up shrugs. I'm not trying to, I'm just trying to develop my best overall back. And maybe one day I'll add in shrugs myself if I feel like my traps are stagnating and see if that actually causes additional upper growth. It'll probably be pretty easy to tell, because if it truly is a significant difference, then I should be experiencing almost like a newbie gain effect from that exercise if I start adding it in. So what I'll do is I'll work this for a long time until I've kind of tapped out or gotten pretty close to tapping out what I think I'm capable of in this regard. Then maybe I'll throw in the shrugs, see if it causes an additional hypertrophic effect. I might actually do a little case study for you guys of me doing it for like 3 or 4 months and like see if there's actual significant growth from it. That'll be a fun one to do, all in due time. But for now, we're just gonna stick to our rows. Low seat placement, which is going to make our elbows drive higher and more out to the side. We take a wider grip on this machine. We're gonna do more of a 90-degree style row. Enough talk, let's fight. Kung Fu Panda. The reason I said shoot before I started on that was because normally I overload it in the stretch position on this, and I knew since I didn't do that and I was already set up that it was going to take a lot longer to reach failure on those shrugs, and I'd rather reach failure faster on those shrugs. Don't be stupid like me. Don't be stupid like me, so we don't forget for next time. All right, let's try this again, this time with more load being placed on the bottom portion. I think I had these straps a little bit too tight and the hand is rough. We'll fix it after. Don't need to be able to feel my hands to do this. Just need to be able to pull. Where's the nipster at? Thought he might be here today. Maybe not. Maybe we'll see him later. Well, I'll get him in this video, don't worry. Much better, much better. Didn't have to shrug to infinity that time. Music is really loud again today, so hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm trying to do a better job of talking into the mic. Probably get copyrighted the crap out of on YouTube. All right, got my straps all fixed, but here is our last exercise for the day. What, the same machine? Yep, the same machine, but with some minor tweaks. So we're gonna adjust the seat height to almost to the top. We're gonna put our hands slightly closer. So what we're doing is we're pulling at more of a 45-degree angle rather than up high. Just a slightly different stimulus. But we'll only do one set for this because we've already hammered our traps pretty hard. Our traps and mid-back. Last set, best set, am I right? That's what Jesse James West says, doesn't he? I don't care. It is last set, best set. Ugh. And then maybe, if Tori's feeling up to it, we'll do some posing. Haven't posed for a little bit. See if we've made any minor composition improvements. We are, by the way, right around 190 pounds as of this morning. I know a lot of you are gonna say, I'm 190 pounds and I don't look like that. Yep, muscle mass to leanness ratio and height makes a big difference. Or maybe you're just bigger than me. That's also possible. Very possible. There are a lot of people bigger than me. But we're getting there. We'll get better over time. All right, enough talk. Oh yeah, that's the one. Whew. I don't know if you can see from there, but after I finish sets like this, my eyes it looks like I just left my body. They're just dead, completely dead. Let's cut to some posing.